Hello everybody, welcome to a Pokemon Uranium Nuzlocke challenge. It's Elsina here. Now, I know that there's been plenty of people doing Pokemon Uranium playthroughs, mostly because of some of the recent news surrounding this fan game. I had recently acquired it and decided I'll just do a Nuzlocke video. Because I don't expect it to really last very long as a series. I'm not very good at Pokemon in general, so I don't foresee this lasting for too long. But we'll see what comes of it. Hopefully it goes better than the Moemon series. Being a Pokemon considered dead, I'm only able to catch one Pokemon per route. I will be changing some of those optional game rules. But yes, we are going to play Nuzlocke Uranium. Huh? Who is it? Oh, hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Bambo. But if you find that hard to pronounce, you can just call me the Pokemon Professor. You're the kid who's applying for a job, right? Great. Want the lowdown on what you'll be doing. I don't need any info. That thing is super cute. I want one of those. We humans share this world with creatures known as Pokemon. More than mere animals, Pokemon possess astonishing powers and remarkable intelligence. People and Pokemon coexist in many ways. Some Pokemon kept as pets, others help us with work, and still others are used in battle by trainers such as yourself. But there's so much we still don't know about Pokemon. That's my job. I study Pokemon for a living. Specifically, I'm an expert on Pokemon elements. Every Pokemon has an elemental type, and each type has its own strengths and weaknesses. But why do they exist? Are there new types we haven't discovered yet? I'll tell you more at your first day on the job. Report to my lab tomorrow to get your first Pokemon. Now, if you just fill out this form here, I'm gonna play girl. I'm assuming that's just meant to be kind of an in-between. I like the overall look over the obviously girly one, so I'll pick this one. Yes. We'll go by the name. My usual name. Confirm. So yep, Elsina is our name. During your stories what to unfold, future is a blank slate. You together with your Pokemon are going to fill it. There will be challenges and thrills, and you're bound to make exciting discoveries. Let's go! 10 years ago, Elsina's family lived in Beale Beach City, the largest city in Tandor. Their father, Kellen, was a brave and talented Pokemon Ranger. Their mother, Lucille, was a brilliant scientist and an expert on nuclear energy. Although they both worked demanding jobs, they always found time to spend at home with young Elsina. The Tandor region was at peace, and Lucille's company was working on a form of clean energy that would change the world. The future seemed bright. Until disaster strikes, like always. It was an ordinary day at the nuclear power plant where Lucille worked. As part of a routine inspection, they brought in a specialist to take a look at the electrical system. Cameron, have you finished your diagnostics? Yes, I have. Everything seems to be working perfectly. This generator we designed really does its job well, Lucille. Excellent. If everybody has finished their work, we'll break for lunch. Boss, you might want to take a look at this. Strange. The temperature readings are far higher than normal. Either we need to reset the thermometer, or the reactor is leaking a massive amount of heat. It can't be their thermometer. I just checked that. So... There must be a breach in the reactor. At this temperature, in just a few minutes, we'll have a total meltdown. Everybody needs to evacuate, now! Lucille, you have to leave too. Lucille! Ooh, flashy. With camera's help, all of the scientists were able to escape unscathed, except Lucille. She was never seen again after that day. The radiation leaking from the broken reactor made the surrounding area uninhabitable for many years, foiling any attempt to try and search for her. The loss of his wife had a profound effect on Kellen. His personality changed. He became cold and dedicated to his job. In time, he got promoted to chief of the Tandor Pokemon Rangers. However, he became too busy to care for his child. So young Elsina was sent to live with their elderly auntie in Loki Town. 10 years passed. Auntie's health waned. Supporting a child was too much work for her. Fortunately, Ernest Bambo, the local Pokemon professor, was looking for a research assistant. 2 kids from Moki Town applied, Elsina and their childhood friend, Theo. It was common for youths of a certain age to receive a Pokemon and travel the region as a Pokemon trainer. And so, Elsina's journey began. I just want to point something out real quick. 10 years really isn't a long time between a nuclear meltdown to going anywhere near that area. So I'm going to be interested in seeing if we do head towards that power plant at some point in this storyline, assuming we even make it there, because that just doesn't quite add up for me. Elsina, come downstairs, you're late. I think that's Grandma talking to me. Do I have control yet? Ah, okay. I think I am playing a boy. Alright. Obligatory potion out of the item box. Petra. Because I'm probably going to need it. And there was also the simple matter of something about Nuzlocke settings. Challenge mode. Raise the strain Pokemon, keeping... Oh, here we go. I think this is some of it. Pokemon of the species you already caught doesn't count as encounter if you... If you what? How do I move that? Oh. I'm going to turn that off because it should count as an encounter. Oh no, because that might limit that. Okay, so we're gonna go with the dubious clause on, just so that we're not completely messed up. We don't want to prevent healing in battle, just because if off prevents Pokemarts from being used. Pokemarts I don't typically use anyway, unless I'm going for Pokeballs. But I might go for items if I'm not really buying too many Pokeballs, so we're going to leave that on. Raises train Pokemon levels while keeping the same experience. We'll keep challenge mode off. And that looks like that's about it for the Nuzlocke options. So we'll leave that as is. Do we want the animations on? Sure, we'll have the animations on. So that's it for those. Alright, let's go see what's going on downstairs. I have to admit, this does look pretty fantastic for Pokemon. Now, this is an RPG Maker esque game, so that probably contributes to the overall appearance. Elsina, sweetie, today's your big day, isn't it? I can't help but feel glum seeing my little one all grown up and leaving home. Oh, if only these old bones could do more so that I could support us both. But we both know you're ready for this. You and that boy Theo. Always following your footsteps, that one. You've always been so capable. But I wonder about him. He is younger after all. I'm sure his father Cameron wouldn't allow him to go unless he was sure. Anyway, to celebrate your big day, I got you a present. Go ahead and open it. And yay, the running shoes. To run, hold Z. You can toggle auto run in the menu. Oh, don't mind me, sweetie. I'm just an emotional old lady. If only your father were here right now. Well, I'm sure he's proud of you too. And I'm positive you'll run into him during your adventure. Now, I shan't keep you any longer. Say hi to that nice professor man for me. Will you? And if you don't mind stopping by again after you get your first Pokemon, I'd love to see it. Good luck, sweetie. Cool. Oh, it's nighttime. I don't think I started nighttime before. So, let's have the running shoes on all the time to make our lives easier. Old man, so you're going to be the big breadwinner now, eh, Selena? I should pop by to visit you. Your auntie now and again. No! Is he Professor Oaking my grandma? Or not grandma, my aunt? Oh, Elsina, you're leaving home, right? Here, have this. It'll help you on your journey. Don't eat it yourself. Ooh, more candy. I guess that'll be useful. Is this my rival's house? Not my rival's house. More old people. Ooh, what's this? Nothing. Okay. So, you're finally heading on an adventure, eh? You take after your old man that way. My husband's long been an admirer of your father, you know. And then, Chin Chin. Talk to this lady. My daughter is now a trainer, did you know? She's training her Chin monk on Route 1. Say hi to her if you see her. I think I like a BRB. It's a flying type, so it's strong against bugs. My favorite Pokemon is Cubug. It's so cute. This town is so awesome to look at. Professor Bambo has a lab in that house on the cliff. I wonder why he lives in Moki Town of all places. Technology is incredible. I can now trade Pokemon with my friends across the world with the power of the internet. Moki Town. I'm so jealous you get to have your own Pokemon. My mama says I gotta wait till I'm older. This is supposed to be a hick. Children grow up so fast. Not so long ago it seemed like I was one myself. Be sure to have fun on your journey. Oh, that's blocked. What's that? Route 3? Okay. Anything useful in this house? Hey! Hello, Elsina. Today is the day you and Theo receive your first Pokemon, isn't it? Theo certainly was excited. I imagine you must be too. Ah, I remember that day, all those years ago. Yes, I was a Pokemon trainer just like you once. I'm retired now, of course, but I still remember what it was like. It's an auspicious day indeed. If you're looking for Theo, I'm afraid he's not here. He's already gone ahead to the Pokemon lab in the north of the town. He's not very patient, so you should probably hurry along and join him. Now, they said he was younger than me, and I have a feeling I'm probably at least 12 to 16 years old, just based on the time frame for all of this. From that little bit I've played, Theo, it seems like he's like 9, going on a Pokemon journey. You'll see why. I bought my son the new video game all the children are playing these days. Now he won't put it down for even a second. I know that. I know them feels, kid. Listen, have you heard of the new video game? It's called Pokemon Red version. I think you're like 15 years too late, kid. The Pokemon is celebrating its 20th anniversary. Doesn't that make you feel old? For those that have been playing since those old versions? Most of the Pokemon species found in Tandor are native to this region, but there are some which can be found in other regions too, like Mankey and Dunsparce. Yeah, that's one thing to note about Pokemon Uranium. There is a lot of Fakemon, but there are about a handful that aren't. Hey, wait up! Oh, right. Theo. Where do you think you're going, huh? Are you trying to get the lab before me so you can get the better Pokemon? Well, that ain't gonna happen, because I'm gonna get the strongest one first. Try to keep up, Elsina. I really want to know how old this kid's supposed to be. Hey, if it isn't Elsa and, your friend Tommy, was it? Honestly, Pops, you can't even remember my name? Theo! Theo! Right, Theo. You're just in time. Today is a very special day for both of you. It's your first day at work as field research assistants at Bambo Pokemon Research Labs. Your job will have you traveling across Tandor, observing and capturing many different kinds of Pokemon to help me with my research on Pokemon elements. I have 3 Pokemon here that will aid you on your journey. Before you get your starters, though, you both will take the Pokemon Trainer Aptitude Test. Test? I didn't study for any test. I thought you were going to give us a rare, powerful Pokemon. Now, don't worry. It's not the kind of test you have to study for. It's just a way to determine what kind of Pokemon trainer you will be. Different starter Pokemon are better suited for different battling styles. Starter Pokemon will be your lifelong partner, so it's important for you to work well together. Yeah, I get it. Enough talking. I want to get my Pokemon. Sheesh, kid. You're not very patient, are you? Alright. If you want to know more about what's on the test before we begin, you can talk to my aide. Now, Elsina, are you ready to take the trainer aptitude test? Yes, I am. That audio loop was interesting. Excellent. So, without further ado, when you encounter a new kind of Pokemon in the wild, what is your first reaction? Now, I think here's another kind of complaint I might have. Before it seemed like there was no way to really tell what your choices would get you. Now they've color-coded them. And on top of that, I can just pick the first option and get a rat torch, which is what I'm going for. So, attack it right away. Very good, both of you. Come on, that was easy. Give me a tougher one. Okay, next question then. Which of these TMs would you prefer to teach your Pokemon? This one I would actually pick Red, Hyper Beam. Hey, Professor, what's a TM anyway? I'll tell you later. Let's move on with the next question, shall we? Which of the following Pokemon would win in an all-out battle? Ampharos, but I'm going with Gyarados. Is it possible to fail this test? No, it isn't. Now this is your final question, so answer it honestly. What is your motivation for becoming a Pokemon trainer? Becoming the very best. No question about it. I'm gonna be a Pokemon master. And nobody gonna stand in my way. Into your spirit, kid. Well, that's it for the trainer aptitude test. Now it's time to analyze your results. Okay, I finished my analysis. I'm getting Rat Torch. Elsina, you seem to be a trainer who won't hesitate to go for what you want. You prefer to overwhelm your opponents with sheer force and firepower. The saying, the best defense is a good offense, is probably your mantra. I think I'm used to hearing the flip phrasing of that, but alright. You have a burning spirit within you that never ceases. For an offensive trainer type like you, Rat Torch is the best pick. Yay, Rat Torch. which means our little brat's gonna get something I can one-shot. Go ahead and take it, Elsina. Alright, I get to... Tamed Rat Torch. Would you like to give a nickname to Rat Torch? Sure. We're gonna call him Ashtail. Because nicknaming is, I think, fairly important to Nuzlocking. Hey, I'm tired of waiting! Elsina got their starter already. When do I get mine? I'm done analyzing your results, Theo. And he's gonna get Orchinks, I bet you. Theo? Well, you certainly know what you want out of life. You're impulsive, impatient, and care mostly about your own desires. But I sense something else in you. Could it be the seed of greatness? The potential to transform yourself completely? I hope. Or maybe it's just that you're so young I can't tell. Regardless, for a trainer like you, Orchinks is the best pick. I wish I could get all three. But sadly, I don't think I can. Especially not in Nuzlocke. Yes, my first Pokemon! Elsina, you have a Pokemon, now I have a Pokemon too! You know what this means, right? We have to battle. Oh please, not in the lab. Sorry, Professor. Yeah, I'm totally a boy. Oh well. Rival Theo. Alright, we're gonna Ember for victory. But how? I'm supposed to be the best trainer ever. That's impossible. Good trainers never lose. I'm not gonna really do too much voice acting. Please don't cry, Theo. Here, I'll heal your Pokemon for you. Pokemon were healed. I didn't take any damage. But okay. I'm being an unbeatable trainer. How come I couldn't win? I really wanted to win. Well, between your starter and Elsina's, theirs had the type advantage. Water beats fire, fire beats grass, and grass beats water. That's the elemental type triangle. Well, one of them at any rate. Learning to master type matchups is an important part of being a trainer. No way! I want to do it over. How come Elsina gets a better starter? What? Isn't fair. I'm going home. He took that harder than I hoped. But you shouldn't be so quick to judge him. He's just a kid after all. Too young to be working. I expect he'll soon discover that training Pokemon isn't as easy as he imagined. I'm going out to the entrance to Route 01 by the edge of town. Bring Theo and I'll teach you both how to catch Pokemon. See you later, Elsina. Alright, I have regained control. And that's the other one, Limix, I think. That was the water electric starter. I don't know if it's been said already, but the starters in this one don't go all the way up to tier 2. You only get up to a tier 1 from the base form. Granny says she wanted to see me after I got my Pokemon. Granny, she's my auntie. Oh god. Maybe her name's Auntie Granny. Oh honey, you came back to say goodbye. How sweet. Is that your Pokemon? What's it called? Rat Torch. It's so cute. Come back when you need a rest, or if you just want to humor your old aunt. My aunt is that old. My father and my aunt must have a really significant age gap. Okay. Hey there, Elsina. I want to show you and Theo how to catch a Pokemon. Can you go get him? He should be in his house. Which was over here, if I remember. Yep, here he is. Oh, and I have some issue with this phrasing bit. It kind of doesn't make sense considering I just saw the kid run upstairs. It's not like he came in, bolted this, basically ran in, locked himself in the room and refused to come out. He literally ran in just as soon as I walked in the door, and I'm getting yelled at like this. What did you say to my son? He ran upstairs crying and locked the door behind him. He won't tell me what's wrong or come downstairs. I swear, if you did anything to hurt him... Oh. So that's how it is. So he got the weaker starter and you beat him in a battle. I see. That explains it. A harsh lesson, to be sure, but losing is as much a part of being a trainer as winning. He had his heart set on this day being perfect, so losing right off the bat is somewhat of a shock. Still, crying won't solve anything. That's something he has to learn. Theo, come downstairs right now, young man. Theo, you can't cry every time you lose a battle. That's just part of being a trainer. But it isn't fair. Elsa got the better starter than me. I'm never gonna win. Then you'll have to catch more Pokemon to balance out your team's weaknesses. Besides, a well-raised Pokemon can still win, even at a disadvantage. There's no sense of giving up before you even begin. Yes, Dad. Now, Theo, I won't always be around to pick you up when you're feeling down. So try and be strong for yourself, okay? Elsina, please be patient with my son. He looks up to you, you know? Oh, I nearly forgot. Elsina, Theo, I have something for the both of you. Like a present? Yes, exactly. Elsina, your father Kellen sent me these and told me to give them to you both when you began your journeys. I'm sure it will come in useful. Yay, Pokepod, what's that? It's a high-tech device that's indispensable for Pokemon trainers. It plays music and includes a map of the region. Most importantly, it contains a phone that will allow you to stay in touch with each other and other trainers. Heh, I got the red one. It's cooler than yours. I'm gonna go meet the professor by the edge of town. I'll be the first to receive a Pokemon. Oh, catch a Pokemon, not receive a Pokemon. Whoops. Bye, Dad. Keep up, Elsina. Well, talk about a dramatic turnaround. He always bounces back quickly. Elsina, you don't want to keep the professor waiting, so you should get moving too. I won't see you or Theo again for some time. You see, I'm starting a new job soon. I'm supervising the construction of the new power plant Epsilon. Perhaps I'll see you there, in time. After all, it's the last place Lucille was ever seen. Best of luck on your journey, Elsina. Do I have free reign again? Alright. I believe this is a good breaking point. Actually, no. Let's deal with the catching tutorial before I go ahead and call it a break at the end of this video. Alright, let's get it on. Hey there, Elsina. Now that you and Theo are here, it's time to begin your first lesson as a Pokemon trainer and a field research aide. Now watch closely. Wild Pokemon, as you probably already know, inhabit tall grass. But that's not the only place. You can also find them in caves, water, and even in cities if you know where to look. Still, tall grass is going to be your best bet for finding new Pokemon. Simply take a few steps in and... Look, it's a wild Chinmunk. They're very common around here. It hasn't noticed me yet, so now's my chance. Go, Electabuzz! This little guy was the other starter Pokemon you could have received. I think he's taking a shine to me, and I really like him too, so I'm gonna keep him. Now, the next step is to weaken the enemy Pokemon to make it easier to catch. Electabuzz, use Tackle. Chin. Now that it's weakened, Now's my chance to catch it. Pokeball, go! And that's how it's done. Now, Chinmunk are fairly easy, but you're sure to encounter Pokemon that are a lot harder to capture. For those, you might need to inflict them with status effects or use a special Pokeball. But I'm sure you'll get the hang of it before too long. Elsina, Theo, these are for you. Got a Pokedex. Pokedex is an encyclopedia that will automatically update itself whenever you encounter or catch a new Pokemon. It's very important for my research, so make sure to fill it out as much as possible. Also, I want you to have these. Sorry about that, guys. Pokeballs. Pokeballs are necessary for catching Pokemon, of course. What's that thing kids always say? Gotta catch 'em all? If you run out, you can pick up some more at any Pokemart. Mookie Town doesn't have one of those, but there's one in Kevlar Town on the other side of Route 1. So, with that said, your lesson is now over. Oh, but you have 2 Pokepods, don't you? Here, let me input my number. You can give me a call anytime, and I'll take a look at how your Pokedex is coming along. If you do a good job collecting many different kinds of Pokemon, I might even have special rewards for you. With that said, I'm going back to my lab. Best of luck on your journeys, both of you. Okay. That's Professor gone. Also, I don't care that you got the trainer starter. I'm still gonna be the best trainer ever. I'll catch tens of Pokemon and we'll win every battle. You just wait and see. Okay, I hated him when I first started, but now, not as much. Okay, so we haven't progressed too far. All we've got so far is our starter. I'm gonna end this episode here, guys, and I'll see you in episode 2 of the Nuzlocke challenge for Pokemon Uranium. Let's see what we'll get, and we'll probably wind up having to do some training, so it might be just a maybe boring video, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, thanks guys, thanks for watching.